Hi, thank you for watching our cast. This is me, Nuzik, and this is Sensei Huntley. We're part of Nuzik.net. We're here to introduce you to the Cage Rage, UFC, and Pro Fighting Championships. We're going to give you our predictions, the lowdown, and anything else we've got coming up at the time. So here we are with Cage Rage 25 happening on the 8th of March 2008. We're going to give you our predictions. Yes, that's right, our predictions. Me, Nuzik, and this, Sensei Huntley. Nick, take it away.
Okay, yeah, the first fight of the night is a middleweight bout between John Phillips and Jake Boxwick. Well, I mean,
Both gone with John Phillips. Simple reason. He's
Yeah.
six. He's won six. He's lost one, and he's won none. But the 60 he has won are all by technical knockout. We know that the guy is strong. We know that
Yeah.
Boxwick doesn't have the statistics. He's just coming on the game. He's been abroad. He's now coming to England to try his trade. So there's not much to say, is there, Nick? What
Well,
round do you think he's going to win in, though?
basically, I'm going for a third round decision. I know you've gone for the second round stoppage, but you know, I think this John Phillips character, I've seen him in Cage Rage Contenders. He knows his stuff. He's a member of the Trojan Gym. He's highly regarded in their gym, and you know, I think he's obviously they know how to prepare fighters. They made they prepared the likes of Ronnie Mann, James Thompson. You know, he's going to be well prepared. He's going to be prepared to go the distance if Boxwick's going to bring it. I mean, he's been on a bit of a bad run of late. Let's hope he can, let's hope they can both make a fight of it.
Well, hopefully they will, Nick, because no one wants a no contest, do they? We don't want that. We want to see a fight. If it's not a fight, it's not worth being in Cage Rage, and that's what Cage Rage is all about. Second fight we've got a middleweight fight. We've got John Hathaway versus Marvin Arnold. And I believe, Nick, we've both gone with John Hathaway. We know that he's strong. We know that he's got 6 wins, no knockouts. He's got no losses. We both know that they've worked their way to the big time. They've both taken all contenders that they possibly can, and they've both earned themselves a contract with this Cage Rage. So, Nick, Marvin Arnold, he hasn't got a chance, really, has he?
Well, I mean, they've both been on the contender circuit, but to be fair, well, I mean, Marvin Arnold, he's a confident fighter. He's got great self-belief.
Yeah, he has.
But I don't know if that's going to be enough against someone like John Hathaway. I mean, he just secured a 4-fight deal with Cage Rage. He's looked really good in the contender brand of Cage Rage, and I'm going for a first round stoppage.
Nick, to be fair with you, you've got it pretty right, but it's going to be a second round stoppage, and that'll be 2 points to Nuzik. It's 1 point for the victory, 2 points for the round. That's how it's going to work on the Nuzik predictions. Keep tuned, and you'll see who's going to win. Third fight we've got Ryan Shamrock versus Gorgilio Andrews. Nick, I mean, surely there can't be anyone else. I can only see Shamrock. He's got his dad fighting the same night. Would you want to let your dad down?
Well, that is it. I mean, but the thing is, Shamrock, he hasn't had any professional fights.
Does that matter, Nick?
I mean, this is big. He's coming to a different country. Giorgio Andrews, you know, he's won his last 2. Well, he's 2-0.
But the problem is, Nick, he's only fought contenders. He hasn't fought the hardcore. He hasn't fought the hardest. He hasn't fought the best. He's only got 2 KOs. The ref stopped them. To be fair, Nick, they were contender fights. The ref is slightly lenient, isn't
Ryan Shamrock is untested. No one is. We know his dad's Ken. We know what his dad can do, but what can Ryan do? And what can he do in the cage?
What can he do in the cage? That is the problem, Nick, to be fair. I think Ryan Shamrock, third round, it's going to go to a decision. Nick, what are you really going to
I think it's going to be too much for him on his first billing. I think with his dad fighting as well, you know, it's going to be hard for him to get prepared. I'm going for a first round Giorgio Andrews.
Fair play. You've heard it here first. Nick, first round. Me, third round decision. Ryan Shamrock. You take your choice. Nuzik Days, not Sensei Huntley. Next fight we've got on the bill, we've got the women. It's the first in England, the first in Wembley Arena. We've seen ladies fight before. This is Aisling Daly versus Asen Berwick. We know what they look like. Ace Barrett isn't hot for no apparent reason. She can keep her shape. Nick, you gotta be honest. You don't look that hot and get beaten up, do you?
To be fair, I mean, how does she keep such a good face? She doesn't get beaten up. To be fair, I don't know anything about each of these fighters, but I mean, Barrick is very hot, and I think that's the way forward. I think she's going to win.
We're both unanimous in this,
Yeah,
aren't we, Nick?
I mean,
Third round. It's going to be a
Say
decision.
both third round.
It's 2 minutes a
The
round.
fight's very
The
short.
ladies only go for 2 minutes. They usually go hell for leather. We've seen it before. We've seen it
We've
in
seen
the UFC.
Gina Carrero in
Strike
Showtime.
Force.
Yeah, Strike Force.
We've seen it. It's only going to be 3 rounds, 2 minutes a round. Ace and Barrett, third round decision. That's where your money is. Put it on. Fifth fight, Nick, welterweight, Henrik Santana versus Michael Johnson. What are you seeing in that one?
Well, in this one, I've actually gone for Michael Johnson.
Any particular reason why?
Well, I mean he's 5-4 at the moment. I mean, and he's a bit of a submission specialist. I mean, of his 5 wins, 4 of them have been by submissions, and he's coming off a win against Damien Rico as well. So,
to be fair, Nick, you've got a fair point. 5 wins, but 4 losses. 5 of his wins have come from submissions, but the 4 of his losses, they're all submissions. Nick, I don't want to hear it anymore. You've got Henrik Santana. He's won 4, 1 by technical knockout, 3 by submissions. 1 of them was a no contest. There was a bleeder. What can you say? The last loss he had was against Ross Mason. We know Ross is the boss.
Ross the Boss is a legend at cage rage, but he hasn't been at his best of late. But he still beat Santana
He
in
did,
his last match.
but you know Santana is going to beat Michael Johnson. There's no doubt about it. He's going to do him. He's going to do him in the 3rd round. It's going to be a stoppage. It's not going to be a decision.
I definitely agree with you about going to the 3rd round, but I think it's going to be a decision, and it's going to be Johnson all the way.
Well, I'm hoping you're right, Nick, but we all know you're going to wrong. Tune in, 8th Wembley Arena, 2008. It's live on Sky Sports. Nick, the 6th fight. It's a featherweight fight.
It's our mate, Lee Ramidos.
It is Lee Raminos,
Our mate.
but he's fighting Danny Batten. Can you really see past Danny Batten in this fight? He came off a loss in Japan. Alright, he's 6 for 3. His submission rate is absolutely amazing. And we both know that Lee Ramidos does specialise in his submissions. It's a bit one of those games where you can go 50-50, but I see Danny Batten fighting in Japan, coming back after that loss, looking for the victory against Lee. Can you see past him, mate?
Well, I mean, Danny Batten, he's coming off a loss from Japan in Pancreas. You know, he's done well, 11-6. You know, it's not too bad. But Lee Ramidos, you know, he's a big favourite of mine. He's a very well-rounded fighter. Actually, in his last match, he did win by won by submission, rear naked choke at the Battle of Britain. And yeah, basically, if you look at how many submissions he's done throughout his career, you know, he does. I think this is going to be a submission, but I think it's not going to be straight away. I think it's going to come in the 2nd round. He's going to try it and tire Danny Batten. You know, his cardio might not be as tested as Raminos. He's gone with the likes of John Silver in a title match, which went on for quite a while, went for a decision. You know, he's got the cardio. This guy's got the experience. He's been there, done that. He's got 14 wins under his belt. You know, he's only lost 6 times, and out of those 6 times, 3 of them have been decisions.
You've got a fair point. He is trying. He's got 15 minutes. He does the deal. But don't get me wrong. He's a good fighter. But Danny Batten will win it. It'll be a 1st round stoppage. No doubt about it. Put your money on it. Danny Batten, 1st round. No contest, to be fair. Nick, I know you're going to disagree. I know
I'm definitely going to disagree. Mate, I love Lee Ramidos. I mean, we us at Nuzik, we've met him many a time. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. Teaches some great MMA, some great jiu-jitsu. He's got amazing stand-up. I'm going all the way with Lee Ramidos.
What round?
I'm going 2nd round stoppage.
2nd round stoppage for Sensei Huntley. 1st round for Danny Batten for me.